and welcome to my first week back at med school. That went absolutely nothing like I'd planned.
So, I can't go home.
Somehow my bedroom door has locked itself.
Uh-oh.
Stay tuned to watch me barely holding my life together as I struggle to make it through the week.
Good morning. It is currently the morning of my first day back at medical school for 2022. I'm going into my 4th year of medicine and I thought I would bring you along for the week. I can't guarantee how this is going to turn out, but I'm really looking forward to this year. That being said, did I have a breakdown last night because I couldn't find a lid for the Tupperware container for my lunch? Yes. So we're starting on a high, but I've got a 9-week mental health rotation to start with, which I'm just heading into my orientation for now, and actually I need to go right now because it takes an hour to get there and I don't have that long, so I'll see you later. Okay, I made it finally. I'm just walking across to the hospital now because I have a tutorial online from 9 till 12, but then I have to attend in-person placement after 12, so I don't really get it, but I'm just going along with it.
And just like that, I'm back in the clinical school and the 2 months of summer holidays seem like a distant memory. Luckily, I don't have any time to sit around and feel sad about it because in true Laura style, I've arrived just in time. So I head straight upstairs to meet my friends in the tutorial room that we'd reserved for our online class.
What a morning. So I had my 3-hour Zoom tutorial. About halfway through that, I got a message to say that one of my flatmates, who has just come back from holiday this morning, has tested positive for COVID. Given New South Wales Health's rules at the moment, that means if I am to return home and live there, I would be classed as a close contact and not able to enter the hospital for 14 days. So I can't go home because if I don't enter the hospital for 14 days, I will fail this rotation and then I will fail the year. I don't really know where I'm going to stay tonight. We do have 24-hour access to the clinical school and there are beanbags there. Another option is just to get a hotel room for tonight and try and figure something out tomorrow. Being on a uni student budget though, that's not exactly ideal. I think for now what I'm going to do, so my partner is stuck at home with the housemates that have COVID and he'll have to isolate there for 2 weeks now anyway. He is currently testing negative, so I'll get him to pack my scrubs into a bag and like pyjamas, my makeup, toothbrush, and I will drive home, which takes an hour, pick up the bag and then come back here, which takes another hour, and then try and find somewhere to stay here near the hospital.
On my way home, I thought I would be a good housemate and made a quick pit stop to buy the boys some rapid antigen tests.
Alright, I made it home and I'm gonna go and pack my bags. Okay, so I'm all packed. You guys are gonna be seeing a lot of me and Maroon this week. I love that the week they put petrol prices up 30 cents a litre, I have to triple my commute time.
I've just made it back and had the bright idea while I was driving that the library has sleep pods where you can reserve them for like 90 minutes each. It's supposed to be if you're studying and need a power nap, but there's an option for me. So I'm gonna go and check that out. It looks significantly less comfortable than I was expecting. Despite trying my very best to find an alternative, I decided a comfy bed and warm shower were worth spending the money on, and ended up finding an available room on campus.
I feel so much better after that shower. I think it got up to like 36 degrees here in Sydney today and I was needing it. My plan for the afternoon now is just to sit here and do some study notes. I've got a little snack and yeah.
I spent a couple of hours working through some psychopharmacology before having a bit of a YouTube binge and calling it an early night. Because you've got to ease yourself back into it after a long holiday.
Good morning, welcome to day 2 of my first week of medical school. It's just after 7. I slept surprisingly well, which is great. And now I'm just going to grab some breakfast, probably have a scroll on my phone for a while before I have to head in to the hospital.
Yes, I'm another one of those girls that has avocado on toast in the morning, but it's the only healthy breakfast that I enjoy. I also really love taking 10 minutes in the morning just to scroll through Instagram and see what all of my friends back home are up to, and to reply to my mum's daily good morning text. I also took a COVID test this morning, which thankfully came back negative, so I packed my things and headed to the hospital.
Literally put an entire bag of groceries in the communal fridge. I'm such a loser.
It was pretty quiet on the ward, so I managed to fit a couple of hours of study in. I am done for the day, walking back to my car, have my bag of groceries. It was a bit of a non-eventful day, but I did get a lot of learning done, so it was good.
Oof, that feels good. My nose. Okay, so done for the day, and it's really hot outside and I'm really sweaty. My brother is currently getting his house keys, so I'm just going to go back there and hang out with them. What? Can't turn my car key. Uh-oh. Like I physically can't turn the key. Oh. Never mind. Crisis averted. After the week I've had, I would not have been surprised if my car had fully broken. Anyway, as I was saying, my brother is picking up his house key and that's where I'm going to go back to. And we'll probably just spend the afternoon getting him moved in, maybe going out for dinner, probably nothing too vlog worthy, so potentially I will pick up again tomorrow morning.
Good morning, Wednesday today. Feeling a bit tired because I slept on the floor of Reese's room last night, but we managed to get him settled in really nicely yesterday afternoon and he's very excited to start in a couple of weeks. I'm just heading into the child mental health unit now. I'm hoping that today I get to watch a family meeting. That's a log task and also something that I just think would be really interesting. So I'll catch you up there.
Okay, so I'm currently still on the ward. We have just facilitated an admission this morning. I'm on lunch break at the moment. I'm having a working lunch, getting through some of my case study, and we'll have a family meeting this afternoon. I might get to hopefully go home a little bit early then and continue working on some more study.
So just finished up with the family meeting, which we actually did through an interpreter, which was quite interesting. And then there's not much else happening on the ward this afternoon, so I'm going to head home and study.
So I'm back home in another home, third day of the week, my third house. I'm really tired. Motivation is at about 30%. I've also just realised that I've not even spoken really about my placement at all, so I should probably give you a little bit of a general overview. I'm currently on placement in an acute adolescent mental health ward. So the patients are 12 to 17 years and will come in with a variety of severe mental health issues, from suicide attempts or depression, psychosis, that might be things like having delusions or hallucinations, which is also generally accompanied by underlying conditions such as anxiety or OCD or ASD or PTSD, The day-to-day running of the ward is a handover meeting in the morning. Then we have about an hour where as students there's not really much to do, so we've just been studying. And then we'll facilitate any new admissions, probably have about another hour after that where we're studying. And then from lunchtime onwards are family meetings, which last for about an hour, and they're just weekly updates for parents of admitted patients with their progress and expected discharge dates and things like that. I can't really give any more specifics than that due to confidentiality, but I'm really enjoying the mental health rotation so far, and I think working with adolescents is also really rewarding. Kind of draining as well, a little bit. Honestly, all I really want to do is watch Netflix, but I can't. So maybe if I tell myself that I will study for an hour and then I can watch one episode of something and then I'll study for another hour, that might be a good compromise.
5 hours later.
I did absolutely no study this afternoon and I've just binged watched Euphoria. It's almost 10 o'clock and I'm going to go to bed now and try again tomorrow.
Good morning again. I woke up feeling bright and sparky this morning and knew I would make today into a productive day. I grabbed a quick breakfast and headed straight to the hospital.
Finished with the hospital for today. A nice quick session this morning. We had handover straight into a family meeting, and then I was let go early, so I'm going to head to the library to study to make sure that I'm productive, because yesterday I ended up just watching Netflix.
It's been a long time since I've walked up these steps, and memories of my preclinical years here came flooding back. I got straight to work on writing up a really interesting case that I'd sat in on a family meeting for this morning. One of our assessments this rotation is an essay that critically evaluates the management of a patient we've seen, so I spent some time reading the exemplars to work out if my case was a good fit.
So I've been here for about 4 hours now, and I think I'm going to go home because I'm getting hungry.
I borrowed some books on behavioural therapy as I was leaving, before walking back past the medical school on the way to my car. It's Friday, guys! We've made it! I had a pretty relaxed morning this morning before heading into the adolescent ward for the last time.
So I have finished up with the acute inpatient adolescent mental health team. I really enjoyed adolescent mental health. It was fun. It was not quite as hands-on as I was expecting, but I think that was because of the severity of the patients that they have on the ward at the moment. They were all quite unwell, and there also wasn't a lot of patients on the ward. There was only sort of 6 or 7 at any one time. Still some great learning opportunities, and looking forward to seeing what else mental health brings. For now, I'm just going to go and grab some petrol, and then I'm actually going back to my temporary home to pack up, and I'll go and see my family this weekend.
So just to top off a hectic week, somehow my bedroom door has locked itself. It's supposed to all be keycard access anyway, so don't know how this has happened. Eating my lunch while I wait for the RA to come and unlock the bedroom door that I didn't even realise could lock. Just a quick recap of my day. I saw absolutely no patients this morning, just went to handover, and then they discharged one person, but a different medical student went into the meeting. All of the registrars are changing over next week, so they were just preparing notes and discharge summaries and things like that for the incoming regs, and there was nothing for us students to do, so they sent us home.
I am all packed up and ready to head home. I've got some emergency podcasts queued for the drive, which is about 3 hours. But I guess that brings us to the end of my first week of medical school. Hopefully this vlog has turned out okay. If it has, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I might make it a more regular thing. I've definitely enjoyed putting it all together and filming my week, so I hope you've enjoyed coming along with me. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye!